Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 hour to make the best game ever. Good. Yeah, what do we do? So here, are we planning on using this commented code? Just for consistency. Do not know. I just updated it for courtesy. It's unused, so should be fine, but should we still clamp X and Y? No. Never, because this function does not know what. Well, it could be an assert. Does not know size of p-bits. It assumes caller makes no mistake. Also, it would be bad for performance. Is it okay to call fire rate again here? No, it's cool. Unused. Do not care. Good. Questions are answered. Okay. Author Cabal 009. He has 12 open. This one is approved. We can now merge the changes from Baptista. The remaining spelling fixes. This one and this and this. Yeah, let's do that. Fix spelling errors. So we first merge that and then these two. Okay, then this one. Yes. Okay. Okay, and then we do this guy here. Confirm squash and merge. Okay. Okay, excellent. Then then I guess we can do this one next. It's a new workflow dispatch. Blah blah blah. Okay. So as I can tell, this is an optional workflow that has to be user triggered, so it won't affect the normal PR testing workflows or weekly builds. I don't really have any strong feelings on this, but if other developers find it useful, I don't see a reason not to approve it. It is worth noting that this will only be useful until VC6 support is removed. After that, it will need retooling as a means for checking for mismatch regressions outside of whatever major versioning scheme the project adopts, which will have to rely on a much smaller corpus of replay data, which will have to replay on a much smaller. Okay, then I can also merge this, build. Add, maybe this title should be renamed. Add build workflow for build binaries from story. Build workflow. Historical. To build from any commits. Add build workflow to trigger build from any commit for replay mismatch testing. Add build workflow to trigger build from any commit for replay mismatch testing. Let's go with that. Maybe we can simplify that to add workflow to trigger build from any commit for replay mismatch testing. Yeah, no need to say build twice, right? Okay, are we happy with this? Add workflow to trigger build from any commit for replay mismatch testing. Okay, I think that sounds reasonable. Then we go with that. Okay, I think we have merged quite a number of changes today, all from Baptista. Yeah. Let's see what else we can merge. I think this one still has work left. Yeah. What else? Decouple scripted audio events from CRC computation. Fix crash when AI player attempts to build a supply center with an invalid name. Restart. We can also merge this guy, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think we can merge this one. Restore it. Restore it. Good. Then good. I think that would be good enough for now. Then let's get back to this review, or do we want to do some other review? This one is quite a bit heavy, I would expect. Let's do something easier. Baptista probably has some more easier stuff here. Also, here still is 22 open. Oh boy. Let's look at this one here. That one looks important. Add early return if already destroyed clear after calling problem during shutdown. Transmitters can call destroy on particle systems that have already been freed. This causes a crash in debug builds where freed memory is filled. The crash occurs because tank drawer holds raw pointers to particle systems Particle update delete systems after destroy. Tank draw destructor later calls toss emitters on the now freed memory. This fix is just to return if M is destroyed is truthy. It's truthy. Tank draw pointers can become dangling when particle system manager deletes the systems. Are there any better ways to handle this? Should caller use particle system ID and find particle system? Yeah. Should particle systems notify attached draw is ventilated? Yeah, one of these two. Is destroyed return. Is destroyed return. If we don't, it will leak forever. Okay. So someone can call destroy multiple times, yeah. Destroy. Yeah, it sounds a bit bad to be able. Yeah. Let me take a look at it. Tank draw. Okay, it has here the particle system. Is there any other place that has particles like this? Yeah, it's not the only place. Okay, well, this seems to be a common occurrence. Yeah. Create particle. Well, another option is to have a reference counted particle system. It's a memory pool object. Particle system info. What is this? Snapshot. Particle system. Yeah, this also does seem just like a band-aid fix with returning on destroyed. Yeah, we don't want to have a dangling point. Can become dangling. Yeah, are there any better ways to handle this? Yeah. So I wonder, yeah, so either with the IDs, yeah, or we make this ref count class. Public. Ref count class. I think ref count class would be a good way to deal with this. So let's see who is creating this guy right now. So particle system. Okay, let's take a look at this one. New instance, okay. Okay, so it's particle system, and I guess on the constructor of it, it will register to the particle system. Is that right? Add particle system. Yeah. So I think what we should do is here, particle system list. We add a particle system list ID. We add here a ref count class. Particle system. No. Ref count PTR, I mean. PTR. And then particle system list. front, delete instance. Release. Changing its reference. Well, that's not proper either. Hold on. So refcount PTR, I think it does have a virtual function for deleting, right? Or does it not? Oh. Release. Ah, no, we need to look at... Release ref. Release ref. Delete this. Okay, so what we should probably do is we need to have a release function in here. Well, it already has, but we need a delete function protected. So we need to have a delete this. And then here it would do delete instance this, right? Okay, delete this. We've got class methods. Let's do it like that. Maybe we move it up here. Okay, so I expect that this may work. No, hold on. We still need to do front. We need to do while not empty. dot front equal front. Release ref. Maybe. I'm confused right now. So the problem is this: when we delete this, it unregisters itself from this list, right? That makes it extra confusing. So otherwise, we would just go through the list and delete one by one. Yeah, that's a bit front. Maybe just dot clear. This will release ref, which should then delete it as well. But this. I wonder what happens if we remove it from. Well, we have to remove it. Pop front. Let's do pop front. Because, like, if there's someone else holding a reference, then it won't be deleted. So we need to pop it. It's not null pointer. Pop front. Let's try pop front. Okay, that sounds reasonable. And then. Okay, I think that makes sense, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Delete instance. Oh, boy, we have another one here. Delete instance. I would say we do fcon ptr. Sys. It's also not. Not sure if that's a good idea what we're doing here. Yeah, so if there's no system that holds, yeah, so basically what could happen then is we have some systems that have a pointer to this particle system and hold the reference, but it's already removed from the particle list. That doesn't seem right, because it wouldn't even get updated. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, to me it looks like there's really only one owner meant to be in here, so I think we shouldn't change that. Yeah, only the particle manager owns particle systems. Okay, I think that's fair. Then, well, then the alternative would be lookup by ID. Yeah, lookup by ID. But then we always need to call find particle system, which needs to look into oof. Oof. It's a linear search. Oh, holy shit. Ha. Ha. Well, that's expensive. Okay, well, this looks like a performance culprit. Okay, first I will reset these changes. I think we shouldn't change this. It's too risky and too complicated. Okay, this one looks interesting though, here. Particle system list. Interesting. Yeah, this looks really expensive. We already do have a hash map here for it, so we should be using that. I don't know why it's not using that. Template map. Okay, maybe what we do is type def so we rename this to particle system template map. Well, I mean, it's called template map then. Then let's call this type def hash map particle system ID, and then ID to pointer, yeah. And here this we call system map, and then wherever we add a new system, here particle system add then, well, it does mean we will have a bit of maintenance cost here. System map, template system map. Oh no, it's template map, system map. A hash map of all particle systems. So, and then here we do particle system to add ID, get system ID equals that. Okay. No. System app is undefined. Why? Did we add it to the wrong thing? Particle system manager. We should be finding it. What is this? It's here. Hello? Okay, I don't understand why it's complaining here. Let's see what the compiler says. Okay, so who is creating an error here? No one? Okay, maybe it's just IntelliSense being stupid. Maybe. System ID, is that unique? Unique system ID. I guess this is like a running value. No. New instance. Yeah, okay. I see. So what is a compile error here? What is this? There's no error. It's IntelliSense that is being stupid here. Okay. So we have this erase IT, find particle system to remove std find. Okay, and then here we do IT. We need to dot erase. I'm not sure if we can do that, but let's try that. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, so we only have one add and one remove. Okay. System list. Okay, so the lookup map is ready. And then let's go here and particle system manager here, template, and create particle system. Find particle system. There we go. Find particle system. So if the ID is invalid, yeah, that was easy. Let's remove that bullshit comment. Then here we do system.find ID, and then system map iterator IT, the const iterator. If IT is not the end, then return IT second, else return PTR. Okay, for some reason IntelliSense is totally dying here on this one. There. Let's see. Error. Get system ID. Second dot get system ID. IT. No. This one is not a pair. Why do we need this shit here? What is this? It's used 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's used a few times. Okay, why is this a problem here? Get system ID is not a member of iterator. I will be right back. Okay. So, okay, so right now I don't quite understand why this doesn't work. Ah, right, because we are now pointing to a pointer. So we would need to do this, right? Yeah. Okay, that works. Okay, let's see if that compiles. Remove, okay. So find particle, where's that again? Find particle system, there we go. Yeah, okay, so this looks efficient now, the lookup, yeah. Okay. Okay, then let's remove this. Okay, so that was simple enough. Let's create a new branch. Effector optimize particle system. So this perf particle sys optimize particle lookups particle system search with hash map. Okay, let's see if that actually still works. Let's put a breakpoint in here. So if we have a efficient particle search, then that means we can also use IDs instead of these pointers. Okay, find particle system ID. Size. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see if we how can we trigger a lot of particles? I don't know. I mean, the Dragon Tank is one thing, but the Dragon Tank mainly lags because of the object it spawns. I'm not sure how do we create a lot of particles. I don't know. Particle, maybe with a particle debug. particle edits. No. Particle edits. Here. This one. I think we need to launch a debug. Oh, this debug. How do we open the particle editor? Put a breakpoint in here. It's not recognized. Why not? Okay, that I do not understand. Particle edit. Okay, anyway. So it seems to work in principle. The next step would be, let's see if we can change the STD list to a vector. Particle sys. Hash map of our particle system. So yeah. So basically, the problem with the list is that it's really inefficient. Now, so there we have two options. Either the linked list is inside the particle system itself. But particle system can contain childs, maybe motion. So let me find the vector, the list, std list again. There we go. So the idea is to get rid of this guy here, yeah? And instead have a type def std vector lists. And then, well, yeah, we can keep this guy here. Good. And then we would now need to check how this works. So while not empty, front, delete instance front, delete instance front. I think we would now start deleting from the end. So back, delete instance back. And then we would do we have a free container? Do we have that? Okay, so update. So here we would go through all the particle systems, fine. But here we have a problem. So we would need to go, we need to do for size t I equals 0, I smaller dot size plus I. Okay, and then we would do all particle system list. Then here we wouldn't do that, but we would do else plus I. And then erasing will be quite expensive then. Yeah, erasing will be expensive. Iterating will be fast, but erasing will be expensive. Yeah. Maybe it's not worth it right now. Yeah. Yeah, so the problem is with the erasure. I mean, it's still, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we don't care for the moment about that. Yeah, let's not care about the STD list. Let's keep that for now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's reset this. And then instead what we do is, so he is saying that there will be particle systems, people that hold pointers to particle system, right? Mhm. 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 Dust effect. Tank is moving. Okay, not too many. Truck draw. Yeah, okay, so the idea would be to turn this into IDs. Yeah, like this. And then here we would do that. And then here we would do invalid particle system ID. If it was spelled like that, I can't remember. Yeah, it was. Let me save that here in a list here. Then we can remove this. Okay. Let's do it for all of these guys. Depress. Toss emitters. Okay, then here we do the particle system. Find particle system. Debris left. Particle system. Can put this here. Then we can remove this. And we can do equals invalid particle system. So we take a bit of refactoring here. Then this is right. Let's keep it left, right. Let's cut to see was it might point or not. Not that it really matters. Okay. Okay. And then fix the next shit, create emitters. If that equals that. Thread debris, create particle system. Do that, and then left equals debris left get system ID. Okay. Okay, so we have this shit. Then if this equals that, then we have that and that. Okay. Oh boy, that's quite a bit, isn't it? Then we have this shit here. Debris left. Right. Okay. Then we take this and we do a start, stop, stop, stop. Right. Right. I mean, it would be more efficient to have the raw pointer though, because every time we need to find particle system, it's not cheap either. Also adds up. Task emitters can call destroy on particle systems that have already been freed by update. This causes a crash in debug builds. Task emitters can call destroy. I mean, this would be safe here, I would say, but yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully it won't be a performance degradation. Do draw module. Oof. So this is called every frame. Okay, well, okay, now we get into dangerous territory here. I mean, hash map lookup is pretty fast, but direct pointer is much better. Yeah. But I mean, there's already other systems that use particle system ID, right? I don't want to lose the search here now. Start move debris, stop move debris. Where's this called? Stromal effectively hidden. Is this a virtual function? No. You know what I'm thinking we should do? We should do one lookup here. And then let's see. Let's say if I see there's a redundant check here with this guy. So I would say we do this if Draper's left. It's not null PTR, then start. Otherwise, right. Otherwise, stop. Okay, and then we can reuse the same pointers down here. So if this is not null pointer, put this here, and then I move this down. Velmult. Set, okay. Okay. So I think that will work. Left, and then this one is right. And then that will work. Okay, cool. Then, yeah, okay. So basically every update, it would look up particle here, which is not ideal, but it's also not too bad, I would say. Hopefully. Let me see other. Let me see other things that use particle system ID. So Model Draw uses particle IDs. And all these guys use particle IDs. Okay, the majority of things use particle IDs. Yeah. 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 And then they use fine particle system here. Yeah, I think that's a safer way to do this. It's not the fastest. The faster would be the pointer. But I think we value safety over speed first and speed second. Although it's always best to have both. But since we already made an optimization in the lookup, that probably very well compensates for that. Let me see, is there any, okay, Bone FX updates. Bones, that's probably expensive. Active body. Delete. Let me see a fine particle system where these guys are used. Okay, not so much used. So there's BoneFX update, kill running particle systems, laser update, okay. Waveguide update. Okay, so there are not so many things. Not so many things that use fine particle system. Interesting. That's very interesting. Which is why it was never optimized. Probably. Okay. Fine system. Yeah, I'm surprised that there are not so many searches for particle systems. The laser update does it. Waveguide, I don't know what that is. Probably waves. Firestorm uses it. BoneFX, I don't know, but only for deleting. That's weird. Xfer. Active body. Destroy particle system. Okay, anyway. Particle system IDs. Find particle system. Particle system trigger type. Model draw. Update bounds for client particle system. Okay, I hope that performance will be fine. Yeah. Let's get back to this guy here. Let's search again for particle system ID. Yep, there we go. Okay. So tank draw, we just cater to with this. I would like to rename this to actual ID, left ID. Right ID. Right ID. I think these guys would be good to be in an array, maybe. Yeah, how about Debris? Right, left, right, left, right, middle. How about we simplify this by saying this to, okay, and then you move the thread type up here and this up here, and then and then we do trip to ID 0 equals that, and 1 equals that. And then here we can simply do a loop for size t I equals 0, I smaller than array size this plus I. There we go. Boom. Good. Debris ID I. There we go. See? Debris. There we go. Then we put this here, we remove that. And then this guy, this, I, and there we go. Okay, and then we can remove this down here, and boom, just like that. It's simplified, and then here we can do the exact same shit. We take this loop, boom, bada bam. There we go. Debris ID. If this I is that, and then here this I, there we go, boom, bada bam. Maybe this should have been like a two-step refactor, where we first refactor this. Yeah, because otherwise it's a bit hard to follow the change, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I'm inclined to say we first make a refactor where we make them I don't know. Let me see this in here. Truck draw. Yeah, you see, they always do the same shit, right? That's why. See? Oh boy. Yeah. We should first do a refactor, because they always do the same shit here. Exact same. Only different names here, right? Otherwise the same. Oh boy. System destroy. So, you know what we should do? Yeah. So I'm inclined to say we stash our current changes and we start again. We start again. We first do a refactor of these guys, yeah. Sys. P system. System ID, yeah. So these are the only ones that actually store a raw pointer. Okay. I think it's a good idea to fix this. Yeah, it makes it more robust. So, particle system destroy. I think it is a good idea to add a debug assert crash in here and say this not is destroyed. It's called once. It's called more than once. Okay, setting this to a null pointer down here, I think that's also a good idea. PTR, yeah, why not? Okay, so what I think we should be doing is, before we change this to particle system ID, we first make the refactor where we take these guys here, we put this up here, boom. Yeah, and then we make this array of 2, okay. And we say here left and right. Let's say left and right debris emitters. Okay, okay. And then now we go through the CPP and fix all the different places. So we do for size T, I 0, I smaller, array size. This guy, hold on here, Bab, there we go, array size, plus I. And then there will be, if debris is not null pointer, not PTR, then start. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Good. So that's step number 1. Then we clean this. Then we do the next one. Stop. Okay. Then we go up here. We do the same here. Debris. It's not PTR. There we go. Then we remove this here. There we go. Can do it like this, okay. Then here, toss emitters, same shit. If this is not null pointer, then we do this. There we go. Okay, debris, there we go. And there. And what is this? Okay, next. Okay, and here we now have a bit more. So here what we do is we create an array here, particle system const particle system template sys templates 2. Yeah. Let's do array size m threads debris, and then let's do a static assert size of array size m thread debris equals array size, oh boy, array size, there we go, equals, okay, arrays must match array size. Okay, and then here we do this templates 0 equals this, and then the other one right, and then we can do the loop here, blah blah. Okay, and then we can do this here. If Systemplates I is not null PTR. This and then this and this and this, and then we can delete these guys down here, and that should be doing it. Yep. Okay. Cool. Great. Looks fantastic. And then we go next. Toss emitters. I'm missing something here. Okay. Then we go down here, and then here we do the same thing that, and then we do here it doesn't do a null PTR test. That's interesting. Okay, well, that's fine then. Debris I velocity multiplier and burst multiplier. Good. I think that will do. Okay. And then we need to do the same for the other guys. Yeah. What's the time? 1 hour 43. Well, let's keep us busy for 1-2 sessions. It seems odd to me that the spin count isn't reset here. Let me see. Well, I mean, if this increments, then next time this will be, because it will be reset next iteration when will be false. No, that's not true, because this is not set here. Pref index. Yeah. That's a good point, yeah. Plus pref index, but I mean, it's the same problem here. Scripts. No, it's fine. Did you test? Following the flow, it looks as if it will be reset in the next iteration when if cur index equals pref index will be false. Inevitably false. Looks correct to me. Script pointer held by an iterator is not guaranteed to be an identical marker to the iterator position itself. You can modify the script pointer by an iterator, but not advance. This function doesn't guarantee that the vector doesn't contain null pointers. It's not guaranteed to be different for the first iteration. It'll be different for first iteration. Looks like Baptista is now handing out reviews here. That's good. Okay, so that compiles. Then we need to do the same for the other guys here. Let's do Trocdraw first because it has less. So dust effect. Let's do dust, dirt, and power slide debris. Power slide. Is that a word or not? Okay, so effects 3. So then here we do for size T. Man, what's up with the music here? Oof. Let's try some different here. Skyrim is relaxing music, but sometimes it goes a bit annoying. Array size. So M effects, yeah. Plus I. Oh boy. Then we do M effects. I equals null PTR. Okay. Then we can remove these bitches here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then Then let's see. Okay, there are a bunch of guys here. Okay, this one looks straightforward. There we go. Effects. There we go. Okay, that was straightforward. Next. Okay, here we have a bit more bullshit going on. Systemplate. Does the effect name is empty? Does effect name the effect? Power side effect. Okay, I think here we do copy. Debris. Thread debris. Thread debris. Okay, let's copy this guy here. So. Effects. Then we remove this. Then we take this guy. Then we make another one here. And then here we have dust effect name, dirt effect name, and then maybe we should do it differently because we also need the name here. Let's do a what is this ASCII string? Let's make a make a ASCII string PTR. So we have system plates. Let's do here effect names. Effect names equals effects, and then effect names these guys, and then we delete this and that. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we have the effect names, and then here we need to get the PTR. Okay, that somehow doesn't work. Just post. There we go. Okay, there we go. And then now we can do we can do this loop, and then we can do identifier and thread debris is undefined. Yeah, M effects. Okay. Okay, so now we do basically this guy here. If not dust effects, so we do if so here we have particle system template. Yeah, and then here we say if not M effects, not PTR. Okay. And then find template, and we do effect names I. Okay, and then find template.str. Okay, if this, we can optimize this more here. Okay, or condense, let's say. Dust effects. Okay, and then we say here effects I. Okay, cool. And then otherwise we do effect names. Effect names, if not mtstr. Okay. I think that looks correct. Then we delete all this shit here. And then this one is good to go. Good. And then we have oh, there's something wrong here. Hold on. Hold your horses. What is the problem? There's no problem. What is there? I don't know. Enable. Okay, enable emitters. Let's go. Oh boy. Let's copy this here. Enable effects. Stop. There we go. Okay. Let me double check that. I made no mistake here. I think if not in, oh, there's some difference here. Huh. The power slide effect is different down here. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, that is a bit unfortunate. Let's do a enum. Enum. Dust effects. Dirt effects. Power slide effects. Okay, maybe what we should do here is dust effects, effects. Dirt effects. Then here, power slide effects. Okay, I think that is more what the original does here. Okay, and these ones are also different here. That's the fact. Okay, Here we also treat them different. Effects, dust effects. Oh, that looks weird here. That looks like a bug here. Look at that. Interesting. Is this CRC or what is this? Draw module. Wow, okay. There is a bug here. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's make a separate change for this. Fix wrong dirt effects update in this bug fix. Drawable. Okay, that's interesting. So here we have dust effect. There we go. Then here we have dirt effect. Dirt effect. Here we have another dirt effect. Interestingly. And then here we have power slide effect. Man, a little bit of spacing here wouldn't be bad. It's quite dense, this code. Okay. Good, so that works, I think. Let me double check that this indeed is correct. So here it just set these to null, okay, and here false, false, false. Attach to object, attach. Create particle. Just need to make sure that they all do the same thing essentially, but it looks okay. These ones don't do the same thing. These don't do either. I think here for readability's sake we re-add this so that the diff is a bit cleaner. Okay, I think this looks good. Griptile. Such a noob. this needs to be replicated to generals then. Good. Then we still need to do the other one, the truck draw, which has even more effects. Yeah, it has all the dust effects and the threads. Look at that. Tread left, tread right, tread middle. Sorry about that. I don't think we actually need to move this here. Let me go to this guy. I think we can move this back because we don't actually need it there. Okay, then we can save this guy. Okay, then we can also delete this. Let's do it like this. Tables emitters when tank is moving. Okay, and then let's go to tank truck draw. There we go. Okay, so we have Tables emitters tank data. Okay, so tank data. So we need to take these guys. Tank data. Good. We put them here. Tank is moving. Okay. So we do particle system effects. By the way, regarding tank draw, maybe here we should do the same, where we also store the ASCII string name instead. ASCII string, and then we call this effect names. Effect names equals nothing. 2. There we go. And then here we do this, do this and this and that and that and that. Then we take this guy, put this here, remove that. Effect names, we remove this, and then we delete this here. And this, and we take here the pointer of that, and then we have this, and then here we do effects names, this str. No, hold on, we did a mistake here. Interesting. Effects names. Look at the chaos I'm producing here. This one is not correct. We don't pass that, we pass actual this. Otherwise we would have to allocate another string. We don't want that. Okay, let's get back to this shit here. Here. So we do the same here. Dereference that, boom, done. Find template, boom. Sys templates, sys templates, boom. Create particle. Okay. Does that match what we have here? Yes, I think it does. Very good. M effects is not PTR. Don't have that here. Create emitters. Did we delete that? Hold on. Let me go to tank draw CPP. create emitters. Huh. Oh yeah, it's up here. Hold on. We are missing a test here. If debris I equals null PTR, then we do this. Um. Goddamn compact code here. Let's not make this compact here. How about we not make this compact either? Makes it a bit easy on the eyes. Okay, cool. Then we have that. Then okay, I think that looks good. Okay, cool. Then we have the same here. Good. So M effects 5. So enum dust effects, dirt effects, power, slide effects, threads, debris effect, left effects, threads, debris, right effects. Good, and then here we now go through all this shit as well. So, truck draw. We can do it like this, and then we take a copy of this shit, put that here, boom, effects, and then we do tank data, truck data, tank data. Truck data. Okay, effects. Then next, start move debris. Okay, looks like we need to keep them separate. Okay, maybe. Maybe we call these truck effects. Truck effects. Looks like we need to keep them separate. Then let's rename this also to truck effects. And then here in tank data, we re-add this guy. So we have truck data, and then we have tank data, threads, thread zebras. Int I, there's another int I here. Ah, shit. Maybe we do okay. Yeah. Good. Let's get back to this. Let's try to at least finish this refactor. Okay. So, start move debris. Let's copy it from here. So we have this guy, yeah. There we go. Okay, and then we go here. No. Tank here. Stop. Oh man, really? The code duplication is outrageous. Okay. Then we have toss emitters. Toss emitters. Then we copy this. What about toss emitters here? Toss emitters. Huh. Is this one not tossing the threads? I'm confused. Tank truck draw. Create emitters. This effect, that effect. Who creates the other? Who creates the tank debris here? Let me see. It's compiled out. Uh-huh. Okay. Tank truck debris. Okay, next. Oh, I need a break, man. Brain is already toast. Yeah, but we need to keep on going here in the same regard and fix all the things now here as well. Oh, look, here we have the same issue. Look at that. That effect. That effect. That's the effect. The same issue. Reverts. Good. Yeah, I think I need a little bit of a break here. Yeah. Okay, I will take a break and then I don't know. Maybe it's the last session of the day, or maybe I will do one more short session to at least finish the refactor. I don't know, but I feel like mud right now. Yeah. All right, and I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.